What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Seven Nights Flashpoint without any primary weapons, and we are nearing the end, but we are also earning a lot of money. They buffed the compensation for missions recently, and so we're going to go make more money from stuff, and so we've got a Loot 3 Files mission to go for, and it should be good. There's an orange host we can hack. There's usually 2 hosts on this map tile set, so we'll see how well we do with that one. We've got the Matrix Snoop already. We've got our core squad. Really quickly, we can sort by gear and just make sure we've got the correct things. We've got an upgraded blade on our Agent EX. Our Scourge's got an upgraded pistol. Our Cybat's got an upgraded pistol. And our Hacker is just, well, he's just around. He's just a guy, okay? It's not much else to say about him. Anyway, that is the squad, so let's go ahead and do it. Ooh, we spawned in the middle, which is a little bit tough. Okay, so yes, we are surrounded, so we got to make a good path. You got to figure out which directions we want to go. What's going to be most efficient? So we have 7 loot boxes. There's 2 hosts, all very close by, which are, of course, worth hacking for money. So I want to start by going that way because I want to get into the hacking zone as soon as possible. Now, worth noting that this is unpathable. We also only have... There's only so much space to work with. So these guys are going to be a little bit tough to get away from. So I kind of want to have something like 6 action points left where I can run in. I think you're not going to see me. I think you're probably not going to be too big of a threat. So it's like, how much can I pre-plan where I get my stuns from? Because I have to kind of like, I have to plan out my entire turn right now. It's like, hey, where are you headed, for example? Okay, you're not a danger to me. That's good news. That, I think, blocks line of sight. I'm pretty sure. You're not going to be able to see me. You're not going to be able to see me. So I care about what you guys are doing, and I care about what you're doing. So I can predict both of you, and so I'm going to. Okay, it tells me you're only turning my way, which means I should be allowed to let you move. Which means I can stay behind, like, this wall, and it's fine. So that's the bet I'm making. That I'm allowed to do this. If I'm not allowed to do this, I'm going to feel very lied to. The nice thing is my gun is very accurate. And the guard dies. Okay. Well, 1 turn for 1 guard. Not bad. I do not believe they can catch up to me. So I think from here, I'm allowed to delay and let the guards all take their actions. I don't see why this would be a problem. Unless I want to try to catch this guy out, but I don't care about that much. So I think we can now... I think we're allowed to spam yield now. And it's going to feel manageable. Okay, these guys around there are going that way. You're going over there. You haven't had your turn yet. Let's let you do that. You're going to go run away. Thank you, look ahead. Very cool. And yeah, all you're doing is turning, which is fine. We can deal with that. Okay, so the next question is, how scary are you guys? Well, you're at 14. You're at 20, which is a little bit scary. Because if you turn back or run into me, I'm going to be in a fairly rough spot. Okay, so I think we want you to die. Because I want to get my hacker into this Matrix house, which means we need to start, like, making progress. And so we're going to start with some biocoat. Basically free. Also, again, this is the guy with the upgraded pistol, and so him shooting it is some of the best use of action points I can have, because he's actually got a good gun. And then, are you below 50 yet? Sadly, no. It's going to be 1 more shot. That's fine. Okay, you can do a quick yield. You can have Talon get this kill. Okay, that should be very reasonable. We only need one shot, and looks like he will be still outside of vision. So this is a guaranteed hit because he's a surprise target. That should be enough damage, right? Yep, you are below 50. You're still running away, which is nice. Which means I am allowed to be really greedy and run up like this. I kind of care about what you're going to do, but we're pretty far from you. I think it's going to be alright. We know about one more guard. Looks like that was you who got added, I think. But yeah, you. If we know your movements, then we know we're safe here. Nice, we get another sword. We can craft 2 more of the sword I already have. Or, yeah, basically. Alright, so you're fine. Right, we have Matrix Snoop. Unfortunately, you can't actually hack this turn. If we had a soldier for coordinated charge, we would be able to hack this turn, but sadly I don't have that, so he's going to get revealed. He's going to get seen and heard. But there's no way anyone else really spots me. I mean, this guy could run right at me, but I think it's really unlikely. I'm willing to take that risk, even though it is a real risk, and I could be in a bad spot as a result, especially with getting debuffed here and having the bad accuracy, the bad evasion. 5 crit vuln, 10 evasion. But you're taking 50 damage, you're gonna die. This should be alright. So we've killed 2 guards. We have not hidden their corpses. Turret gets cleaned up. There we go. Okay, you're not going that far, so it's fine. We should let you go. And we're safe on this side for a while, which is good news. So let's go ahead and start getting some freebies. And this host is small. Okay, I'm down for small hosts. That's fine with me. There's basically 2 download sets, and a CPU is kind of in the way. I will probably still... Actually, might... Yeah, okay. So let's just load the normal stuff. AP... yellow host. Do I care about tally? Actually, it's orange. Oh, right. 35 is orange, not yellow. 30 is red. Yellow is 40. I think I would rather take tally than AP. Have to kill that. That's annoying. Rerouted to where I already am. Yes, these are really rough. I'm just gonna 0 interrupt you. Take my download. Scan for these guys. This should be reasonable. Damage to connection and then connection use. And then we know this is CPU. There's nothing to do but basically null op this twice. I don't have to kill it, but I have to get through the node anyway. Lost some deck health, but I've still got the shield, so it's not too bad. And then basically I have 1 passive and 2 trap here, which seems very reasonable. Download, 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 right? It's all the same stuff, so we drop it all. We can't quite get everything. That's fine. Yeah, we'll go for this at the end of next turn. Right, we have to go through basically 1 easy node and then whatever this is, which we can scan from the outside. So that should be pretty chill. We still got a little bit of deck shield. I will try to remember to remind myself. I guess I can still yield and let the guards take their actions. No reason to be too hasty about this. You are heading back my way, but I should be okay for now. Yeah. Okay, most of these guys are standing still, which is cool. Okay, so you're just going back and forth, right? All you do is patrol this area back and forth, which means we can hide from you for a very, very, very long time. I'm happy about that, personally. You're not going till 13. Off you go. Okay, so let's see what our plan is meant to be. How reliably could we kill you? Not at all. This is not likely to be a kill. Okay, you're heading back that way. You'll actually be useless for a while, which is kind of good news. I think Shadow's not that useful right now. Okay, so what's the plan here? How are we going to deal with these guys? Because it's like, I want to poison what I can. I want to stun what I can't easily poison. I want to focus fire whomever I can as well. Because you're still going to go the wrong way. You're going to 15. Okay, so I think the plan is just... Oh yeah, you don't get line of sight on him for a while, don't you? Okay. If I go there, is this even worth it? Is this even good? Can I kill them both? I think I can kill them both, right? Or at least I can kill one and stun the other. That seems very reasonable. I think these guys are close enough that it's playable. And the nice thing is our guns are quiet enough that, like, even if all we do is try to hit this guy a whole bunch... Ooh, that crit is actually really valuable. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good here. You gotta reload. I'd like to have 4 AP. I mean, 2 is acceptable. 2 is stun you plus shoot once, and then red guard or red gold surely is able to get at least something done here. Oh, I still need to... No, wait. I still need to do rewind. Okay, let's rewind, and then I have atomic stutter, which is... Okay, well... If it goes badly, I can shoot at him. Otherwise, I'm trying to atomic stutter this guy or something. I made mistakes. What's your health, by the way? Is it under 75? It is not under 75. Well, that's a concern. Yeah, I may have goofed. Okay, let's go to here then. If I go to here, I get 2 shots. No, I don't get 2 shots because I have to reload my gun. Wow. I am continuing to find ways to make large mistakes here. Okay, well, I have to get lucky, I guess, then, right? So let's walk up to 3 action points. Reload. I don't have to reload. Let's start here. It is not guaranteed to hit, but it's really, really likely to hit. So let's Venom Trap you, because I have nothing else going on. Oh my gosh, I can get a bouncing Venom Trap. That's huge, actually. Okay, we should do that 100%. You're still not dead yet, but again, 79%. They killed anyway, but I think it was worth... Actually, I guess it was not possible for me to get a glancing hit, right? And then actually... Oh, he heard gunfire. Okay, so I'm going to stun you because you heard gunfire. Alright. I would have had at least a chance to shoot at him. It wouldn't have been the end of the world, but... you know. It's fine. The poison trap was useless because I actually couldn't have glanced. If you had an 80% accuracy, it would have been worth, but yeah. We should let this guy just move around, right? He's going to go over here. We should let him waste the action points. But this side of the map is, like, pretty much controlled now. We're not going to get any more guard incursions for a while, which is good. So yeah, let this guy move. Let him hack. Disabled, disabled, disabled. Take the download. We need these. Protection health still fine. And we need one of everything. That's fine too. Damage to Cyber Deck is going to be annoying. When you use a program steal AP, I'm just going to have to take this. It's going to give me 10 tally, which is going to be annoying. But I don't want to lose Cyber Deck health. So we get a bunch of tally. We take Cyber Deck damage anyway, but it's better than it would have been. I don't want to zero interrupt. I could have actually gone for hard shell. That would have been reasonable. And just being like, yeah, that might be enough for the hack, whatever. Anyway. Small host, we got what we came for. 5 deck health is not horrible, but we only had 2 sets of downloads, so we got like, what, 4 or 5 files? I think there might have been 1 file there. Whatever. You're done. You're gonna head that way. You don't have a stun for you right now. Yep, you're heading where we thought you were going. Okay, so you're stunned and poisoned. You're looking the wrong way, but you're going to look the right way at initiative 15 next turn. I think for now, let's shoot this guy. He seems very reasonable. Yeah, you're going at 18, but like, we've got a lot of shots here. Am I at bad range here, or is he obscured? Oh, it's like, yeah, okay, it's actually slightly bad range. I can fix that, though. Okay, let's give you better range here. I have to reload no matter what. Let's do that. And then if I go here, that's 2 shots. Seems acceptable to me. Okay. So that's solid. Don't need smoke screen yet. I'll grab this on the way over. Like, we've got other things to do for a while. I don't mind him being out in the open. Everyone else has better initiative, so we can always manipulate as needed. And I'll even... I think I'll have my stun back on turn 4 as well, so... Even if it's, like, really crappy, it's going to be fine. Sorry, I need to reload. And then... Yeah, we just make... Well, I do want to poison this guy. So you're still... You're at 160 health, and you're still a bit low. I think I do want to Venom Trap this guy, because that way I can get 75 damage going a little bit sooner. And... Yeah, I think my rest of my stuff will recharge in enough time. Let's do that. Let's Venom you, because we're going to need to kill you anyway. Alright. I think it's going fine. A little bit of damage. It's a good tactical surge turn. You're still only going on 15, but red gold... Okay. So I have to cover for red gold here. Because he's not going until after him. This guy's still stunned, so we can let the Agent EX kill him. It shouldn't be a problem. But otherwise... Let's see. I can't delay to 14 because he's at 15. Yeah, so I can't get my hacker out of the way, unfortunately. And I can't really get clean line of sight. Because of all this... Oh, wow. Actually, it's really hard to get line of sight. Because this thing is, like, directly... I guess, to be fair, he doesn't see anything then as a result. So we're not in a rush here. It still kind of scares me. I think I'm still going to play really aggressively and just go for him anyway, but... I guess I'm going for this box no matter what. So, yeah, let's just, like... Let's run up here. Let's go stun him for a good measure. It's a 2-turn cooldown, which makes it just, like... I can just throw this out. I can just throw it out. It doesn't matter. I can just do whatever I want with it. It's like very hard to be caught without the tools that you need. And then I know I'm going for this box, so I might as well start running in melee range first. Let's go get some upgraded sword swipes. Look at that damage. Half his health bar. Yes, please. You're already dead, right? Yeah, 201. I'm getting 100 damage per action point. That never happens. That's baseline. Like I guess his armor was low because of the stun, so it's not quite baseline, but still, it's very, very good. It's very nice. Okay, very similar host here. This one I can actually sit CPU, and I will. I don't have a reason to go for it. This one is a yellow host with 40 escalation, so I'm willing to tank the escalation a bit here. Let's load up. Do I need to load up trap? I'm not guaranteed to need to, but I'm going to do it anyway, because this actually might be a really docile node. Nah, this is annoying enough to go for a 0 interrupt. It's fine. I lost Sleaze. I'm going to need it back. Tally. Connection use. Okay. 1 active, 1 passive. Okay. So unfortunately, because I loaded disarm, I don't... Actually, well, I could Ripper Compression. Well, I have the AP for everything I need. Probably not. No. Yeah, I shouldn't have loaded disarm. I should have been like, now we're going to 0 no matter what. Because then I would have had the action... I would have had the IO to cleanly load Deception. Here, what I'm going to do, actually, this is going to cost me 100, yeah. So what I'm going to do is just, like, I'm going to Rip Compression anyway. Just to load Deception before the turn. And then just, like, end my turn not on an Incinerator. But yeah, if I had not loaded Disarm, I could have loaded Deception to, 1 instead. Probably clean this out reasonably well. Still would have had to backtrack, but I would have gotten a little bit farther forward on that turn. It doesn't really matter. It's not a big enough deal. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I have 20 AP to spare. But I still got through... You know, functionally 4 nodes. Alright. Yeah, we just can't walk that way. Makes sense. Yeah, let's kill this guy. Okay, you're dead to poison. So we'll just kill you. Great. Oh, yeah, I still need to dissolve things. I haven't been doing that. We're gonna get a bunch of escalation because of not dissolving. That's not actually ideal. Like, I think I really would have wanted to dissolve. Yeah, like that corpse would have been worth dissolving, but I'm letting the escalation tick in, which is, again, the other playthrough I wasn't playing with corpse removal, so it wasn't to my instincts. That's what I get for 2 days straight of playing a different team comp, is I'm just playing the comp wrong. It is kind of interesting, though, that, like, the way this game works out is you do kind of have team comps, and you kind of do, like, approach missions, I would say, meaningfully differently based on who you've got. You definitely have, like, a different approach to how you want to, like, tackle guards effectively, and what kind of missions you consider, you know, easy or hard, or anything like that. So, if you're sent toward me, I don't want to be out in the open, so I'm going to wait. Okay. Connection health is still fine. I don't care. Alright, we've got some of everything. Let's go ahead and start by going up. Use a program relocate. Damage to connection is not the end of the world. It's fine. Load a program. Use a program. Okay. Alright, that's all the downloads. So, secondary mission around optional loot is done. But now we've got to run through here, get these 4 here. This is going to be easy. But the rest of our objective, actually all of our objective, are still in these boxes. This is probably going to be the evac, is going to be like right here, I would guess. There we go. Got some pretty nice stuff too. This is a level 5 sniper rifle that we can't use. All right, it's right there. I was close. So basically, it's, yeah, we have 4 boxes left. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's really easy. Running all the way across front, all the way across back is fine. Obviously, these two are, like, really, really easy. This is worth grabbing, but it's the only one out of the way. Again, let the guards all take their turns. Right? If they have somewhere to be, let them get there. I don't have my stun until next turn. You're at 15, which means I'm going to have no problems going before you. To be safe, I'll let everyone else go first. In case I need to, like, manipulate initiative. Like, if everyone rolls badly, I'll need my Cyber Knight to bump somebody up. So, like, we can, you know, Alpha Strike him with something, but it shouldn't be a huge problem. Okay, fastest route's clear this way. That's just fine. You don't have any of your stuff up yet. And actually, my entire team has rolled below in initiative so far, so I might have to go for... I might need to go for initiative debuff. Okay, everyone rolled low, so I'm going to go for interference spike here. So if you go here, interference spike, that'll clearly catch you. I'll be missing one of my Overwatch stoppers, but that's not going to be a big problem. This will drop you from 15 to 9, so we all go first. And now I just have to go punch you. Okay, so you're being sent, right? Looks like... Yeah, you two are being sent. Okay. Yeah, you got pretty close. That's actually a little bit scary. But I have stun already. So you already had your turn. And I've actually, as it turns out, I rolled a 19. So I can yield, because I'm gonna yield to 9. So I'll still be ahead of you. But it means I can stun at the end of this turn if I need to. So we can kill whoever we want to kill, and then my Cyber Knight can always go for a stun. You've also been sent, which is also worth knowing. Alright. So you can't do any killing. Just get you can just have your loot box then. Actually, I wonder... Ah, we got more stabilizer, that's good. But yeah, I'm going to have a hard time throwing smoke into a good spot. He's going to move, which means smoking him off doesn't do anything. And you rolled a 21, which means you're going at the very start of anything I possibly do. I can only bump you up to 20, which means you're still going to go first. So here's the thing, right? These guys are done for now, which means theoretically, theoretically, I can't do it. If I bumped your initiative high enough, you could, like, run up here and smoke this, and we could hide in the smoke and then, like, bypass these guys. Realistically, though, it's not very doable, because you're going at the very start of next turn, and you're going very soon. And almost no matter what we do, you're going to hear gunfire. You're the least important one to kill. We can, like, if we can ignore you, that's good. But we can't easily do that. So I can, like, try to kill you. Ah, man. So yeah, I don't have any more ways of slowing you down. Can I kill you with Hacker plus Scourge plus Cyber Knight before you even move? That's a little bit tough. So I'd rather try to, like, kill you, like, I'd rather, like, shoot you plus poison you, which lets me cover a little bit more ground, right? Because you have Venom Trap and Biocoat and Toxic Cloud all up. And as long as, I mean, the problem is you're going to hear the gunfire no matter what happens. Like, we have no way to keep you from hearing the gunfire, which means you're going to rat on us no matter what happens. But we can keep you out of combat. So it's like, even if I went here, I don't have range on this guy. So it's like, you kind of have to be stunned. And, well, actually, okay, if I get really lucky, by the way, I do I have, yeah, if I get really lucky, theoretically, if I crit this guy, I can lower his initiative. But it doesn't really matter that much. And I don't want to waste a smoke grenade. I really want to hold on them if I can, because I don't have very many. Okay, I think the only play is I try to kill this guy. I think it's the only, like, real play we have. Please roll well on damage. That was a glance. Okay, you're going to go ahead and Tox Cloud this way. It's going to cut me off for a while, but it just is what it is. Tox Clouding him won't do anything. Just going to Tox Cloud this way. It's going to slow me down. It's going to slow me down. I have to deal with it. Yeah, I have to deal with it. So what this does is it slows him down. So his move speed is lower, which means he's not going to catch on to us as easily. Oh, and it lowered his initiative by 2. I forgot that Tox Cloud lowers initiative. So now I suddenly have the tools. Yeah, so now I suddenly have the tools to say, actually, what we're going to do here is bump you up to 20, let you run up in smoke screen, and we can also try to hide in... I mean, that's... Yeah, you're at 10. So we can definitely Alpha Strike you at the start of next turn. Which means, yeah, you can be smoked off, and you can be stunned. And that would work. And then we can kill you on start of initiative. Because you're not going very far. With your move speed being slowed by both debuffs. Right? -1 move point and minus 40% move speed. You're not going very far. I could do even more things and disorient here. Yeah, unfortunately my gun is too loud, you're gonna hear the gunfire. So I think you're literally ending your turn right now. You're gonna go for the atomic stutter. I can actually lower initiative even further by going for a look ahead. Doesn't do a lot. Okay, before I forget, let's go pre-computed. Yeah, you're going first now. And yeah, because you can hear gunfire, I don't want to shoot my gun. So you're stunned, you're unaware, and you're slowed enough that we're probably fine. That's the bet I'm making. Alright. This is a really silly turn. But technically no one knows anything. A guard is missing because the corpse timer ran out. You've been sent. Escalation is... Timers again? Okay, well, yeah, we did a really bad job getting rid of corpses, so... We're going to get a big cascade of... a big cascade pretty quickly here. Okay. Yield to Talon. I think, yeah, the plan is just like, the team is in smoke. We should be pretty much impossible to spot. And he's out of smoke, which means we can still shoot him. And I don't think there's any way you can see us. You're stunned for only the rest of this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and go for some sword swipes here. And we can even, like, all walk into this to not be spotted by him when he patrols. Or we can just go shoot him. Oh, I can't. I don't think aggroing you is correct. I can yield, though. Hey, right around there you'd hear footsteps. So if I went here and then crouched, I guess you'll see a corpse, but I don't have to care about that because you're heavily poisoned anyway. Alright, you see a corpse, but you cannot see my team. Okay, good for you. We can probably kill you, although there is some line of sight blocking here. But it shouldn't be that bad. Alright, we managed to navigate that really strange turn. Come on, there you go. That should be fine. Obviously don't walk into Toxify, that would be bad. I think you're dead now, right? Yeah, you're dead now. Okay. Well, let's dissolve the body. Let's reload the gun. Aren't many guards left. You're on the wrong spot now. This should get out of the way, so it'll be pretty good to move around next turn. And then I guess I have nothing else to do, so I'm going to walk over and dissolve this body too. There was a body, right? Did it fall through the floor or something? Because that can't happen, actually. They can... Hold on. I'm curious. Let's see. Can I... Yep. It ragdolled off the map, which, I mean, you know, to be fair, that's completely reasonable. Alright. What is this camera going to do next turn? I don't know. Do I want to packet loss it? Kind of. Yeah, I'll wait. We'll just kind of collect up by the edge here. Okay. I guess we're not doing any more hacking, so your action points don't matter anymore. So here, we'll do it that way after all. You're done. You can walk up this way. Alright, alright, alright. We're just going to grab these last, what, 3 boxes? Then we're good. We've still got some stabilizer to grab, and it's 120k per box, so really, really want that. Or per stabilizer, I should say. Yeah, you see me doesn't matter. Right, let's just double check. 150. You're at 118. You're definitely dead. Hostile gets mostly out of the way, though not entirely. It's fine, we needed it. We needed the initiative change, we needed the damage. Okay, we have to go pretty far to get in Tox, so this should be fine to go like this. Okay, another melee weapon. You're pretty far. I don't know who's the best at walking over there, but for now, whatever. We can all take a try. Really, that's not going through the Tox? Yeah, I guess it's not. Okay. I'll continue to trust the game. They've been pretty good about it so far. Stabilizer and a lot of stuff. Hell yeah. Okay. So the final question then is, do we want to run all the way there and then back? I think the answer is no. I don't care enough. I think I'm just gonna be like, eh, it's one box. I don't care. I think here's fine. Can all just stack up there, and we should have a pretty easy... You're a little bit far away, but it's fine. Where are you headed? Yeah, not close enough. Okay, the hacker might not make it, but we'll see what happens. And I believe if this doesn't despawn Tox Cloud, then I'll actually go for the loot box because I'm stuck anyway. Okay, if it's not despawned, I mean, okay. Can the hacker make it by himself? Because I don't have any action point buffs. If he can make it... Yeah, okay. We can all just walk through Tox Cloud and just evac without taking damage, because it doesn't tick till the end of the turn. So... Alright. 6 out of 7 boxes, both hosts, it's fine. You're gonna find some bodies, I don't care. Yeah, it's actually much easier, by the way, to stay at low heat if you don't loot absolutely everything. Being willing to drop, like, 1 or 2 boxes per map is fairly reasonable. The one weirdness around that, though, is, like, there are plenty of mission types that don't pay very well. Oh, decent amount of XP. Again, pretty good payment overall. I didn't need to hire everybody, but it's fine. We got a level 4 assault rifle, level 5 sniper, a couple more melee weapons. We can compare the Omnislice to the Songblade. These are technically different types of melees, so there's basically 3 subtypes of melees. So Songblade is the type you start with, which is your active does pure damage. There's this type, which is the active is armor shred. And there's blunt weapons where they have a lot of inbuilt pure damage, and the active is a stun. And usually the stun comes with like minus evasion as well. I think the stunners are... They're the best if you're playing pure melee, and then I think the armor slicers are maybe the best if you're playing with a team, and you're saying, I'm going to go in first and shred. So like we can compare real quick, right? We can go here and say, hey, show me blueprints, show me weapons. Right, so, right, we're building Omnislices. We chose to not build nano edges, right? This shreds 1 armor, this shreds 2 armor, but we can compare what we've been building to the Songblade. It's like, hey, here's what Songblade does. They're both melee, whatever. Songblade's more accurate. Songblade is more damage. Songblade shreds armor innately better. However, Songblade is a pure damage active instead of a shred active. So the question is, like, how many hits am I taking, right? Like, if you're a Cyber Sword and you're using Slash Slide, and you're hitting like 3 people once each, then, you know, you're getting 1.8 armor shred from Slash Slide versus 1.5 armor shred from Slash Slide. And that's actually, this is unmodded. Worth noting, though, the Omnislice has 4 charges on it as well. And Cyber Swords can actually get a functional lower cooldown on using Power Slice, because they can get charges, they can actually lower the cooldown, all that kind of fun stuff. So they can get a lot out of that as well. And so, you know, as a shredding weapon, Omnislice is probably better because you can just take out 2 armor stacks. Now, there's only basically 2 enemy types per, like, faction that can do that. It's guard captains that aren't Warner Braun guard captains. I think maybe the chem captains are also this way. The chem captains seem to also not have multiple stacks at power level 9, but the basic bog standard guard captains can have 3 protection points. And mechanized infantry, which are available to Bravestar, and there's a, you know, similar type, which are Pobots, which are available to Free Streets Compact. Those are the only ones you want to shred. You actually even have a reason to shred more than 1 armor on, because nothing else has more than 1 protection point, at least right now. Anyway, that's the kind of the comparison. So, yeah, Songblade just like objectively deals more damage, but you don't get the armor slice active, which, you know, it matters. My favorite there was still the blunt weapons, because stuns are just really good. But we can make some more money. This makes us some decent cash, which is great. Here, Dansal, pay us. Please keep paying us. Ooh, baby. Research report 7. 129k, not bad. Well, we can afford a lot more stuff on our base now. Actually, I think we have some accounts too. No, we don't, actually. Might have some blueprints we want to sell. I'm not sure. We're going to sell that right away. That's trash. I don't think we need 6 SMGs. Probably not, to be honest. Probably sell one of these. And I no longer need the level 2 pistols, or the level 2 swords, because I have other swords now. So I can sell this. Origami Joe is already waiting for a limit break, so I'm going to not sell at him until he hits that limit break. Next mission is going to be this guy, due in 3 days or so. I can wait a little bit. Right, these guys are going to trainer anyway. There's no rush. I can wait for my base to be more complete. In fact, since we have money, we might as well like start doing the stuff here. And the goal would be basically going for like Hacking Station 3, Field Op Center 3, build out my counter intel pod as well. I don't think I want Underworld Hub 3. It's not that big of a deal. It's not bad. You can get... there's actually a useful contact here you can get with these tokens, but... like, this really... Like, it changes the legwork chance from 20 to 25%, but it doesn't change, like, generation time. It only gives me a third max token, which is, like... I'm mostly spending tokens on legwork, so it's just not that valuable. To me, anyway. Here's a Q gap. We've got to kill 3 captains here. Waiting for this to be done. Yeah, was there anything else to say here? Not really. So I guess we just, like, let things go forward. Oh, I should have put things in there. Don't need to flush stress. Will is not that useful. We'll take tech for crit chance. It's fine. Yeah, if I want to build my field op center up, then I've got to start putting these things in. So let's do that. Let's start upgrading these pieces. Oh, right, I'm full on tasks. Once the nanoscrubber is done, we can put these upgrades in and put a cold storage in, or a counter intel in. That should be fine. So he's got a Q gap. Oh no, just CPU spike job. Yeah, I don't really care about that very much. To be fair though, let me double check something real quick. If I get to power level 4.31, my enemies will be power level 10. So there is a very small desire to be like, hey, if I'm gonna run a hard mission, can I run it before I run one more thing? Like, I could choose to skip all these missions, right? I have enough money that I can get my base in order and just, like, skip everything they're trying to offer me and just ignore them all and get Carnivore. That's not unreasonable. And that let me run Carnivore at power level 9. But this is due in 3 days, and I'm not going to be done with this legwork. Actually, I could be done. I could get Carnivore at the very start and run at PL9, which, honestly, I'm going to try to do. That seems like a really good idea. So we have Procton legwork. We're not getting paid. But he does get influence. And he owes us favors. I'm going to delay this briefly. Actually, so... Yeah, so I can send one of my, like, random soldiers to do it. Right, so what I talked about earlier, right, is, like, tags matter. So, because we're on Chrome, our labor chances are dropped by 10% multiplicatively. So this is 40% dropped by 10%, right, which is 36. So if you're, like, from the streets, it's a 40%. If you're a combat class, it's a 50%. If you have a special combat trait, it's 75. And so it's like, oh, here are the things that can affect the debt collection legwork. Is a combat-focused trait, a combat-focused class, right, which Scourge counts as. And of course, Hacker is not a combat class, but hey, they were in a street gang, and so you can at least, you know, try, because you have some, like, you know, something that matters here. But, like, he would probably not be eligible if he weren't multi-class soldier. I don't think Agent EX counts as a combat class. Anyway, I know it's going to be available. I'm going to delay briefly. It's going to be due in only a few days, but that's fine. I've got time for now. The important thing is basically right before these get picked up, pop the tokens and try to win this so I can start Carnivore instantly. That'll be the goal. So you can detox, great. Probably detox you some more because you've been pretty stressed for a while, from what I recall. Okay, he's still pretty stressed, so you can go detox some more. Great. Let her detox. Alright, so this is now functionally due. It's funny that bounced ahead, but whatever. Let's go ahead and put these... yeah, this is a raid, I believe. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do the legwork now. Let's send Grifter. Let's go ahead and win the first try. So let's go use a token. See if we get lucky. Alright, we'll tab over and back. Chance is 87%. If we get it correct, we get the job, I think, right away. We do have an open task here. We should probably get our field op center moving up. This is going to be done relatively soon, which is nice. Found our cop, Emmanuel Hayburn. Let's do some business. She's a carnivore, all right? She's going to work against... She's working against Bravestar, okay? There's a Bravestar right against Electric Jackals. We want to kick down the front door. We want to sneak in first. Okay, cool. So we know what their hideout is, where it's going. So how are they making exploit kits? Okay, hit you get this case file. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, how fun. Okay, there's other Bravestar like detectives that like she leads with who can like jump in. That's kind of funny. Did they get it? Don't know. Okay. So we have Carnivore ready, and if I did my math right, Carnivore is only PL9, so we didn't get the last tick of enemy scaling, which means actually that now we can put it off for a little bit, right? Like now that the mission has been spawned, we don't have to rush it right away. Of course we could, right? The next episode could just be like, let's run Carnivore. But if we wanted to be like, hey, let's make sure we're powerful enough, right? If we wanted like another couple of levels, it's like, well, we're 50 XP from leveling on the Cyber Knight. Probably going to run the Agent EX. He's 200 XP away. It's probably not going to happen. This guy's 150. That's 2 missions. That's not bad. If we're trying to get some more levels in these other guys, you know, in the Sim Trainer, I mean, she's going to get 7 really soon. He's going to get 8 in a bit. We've got this thing. Let's go talk about Henger's picked up her trail, eh? The bounty being put together. Alright, Octane, what's the deal? Grand loophole heist, fix this. So, she can throw off a headhunter if we owe her an obligation. Of course, headhunters are... They can be pretty scary. They can do a lot of damage. They're always highly armored. Realistic light, so here's another one, right? Hey, right, if you're street tech, right? And notice that the other hacker isn't available, right? Like, it tells you when you're unavailable and you're like, you're busy. But it's like, actually, no. You know, just being a hacker is not good enough for the smoke screen. But don't worry, they're street tech, so they know how to do it. And then my Agent EX, because he's a, like, not even because he's an Agent EX, but like, well, no, he has a trait. This trait qualifies him at 50%. And then here's a combat trait that puts you at, you know, 65 or something, right? But actually, if you're tagged Sleuth, not only does Sleuth give you innate bonus, like, chance for legwork, but Sleuth specifically is really good at this. Like, she wouldn't be available if she didn't pick the Sleuth trait. So, anyway, yeah, we get one attempt. If we get it wrong, of course, we're sad, but we can try to slow off headhunters. Great. And then we will go ahead and owe Octane an obligation to misdirect headhunters. And so if that all works, if it all works, we'll have no headhunters, right? If we succeed in our legwork, then we're happy. Okay, so basically the next spot now is to decide if we want, when we want to run what, basically. It's like, yeah, we can run the CPU spike, make some money, level up our hacker a little bit. To be fair, we're almost PL, like, I mean, next time we complete literally anything, we crest into the point where our enemies are power level 10 whenever we spawn a new mission, so there's no longer, like, any, like, meta downside to running missions. We can run Carnivore whenever. We could do it if we wanted to. I'm not sure. We can gain XP first running some captain's missions, right? Very reasonable as well. The nice thing about Warner Braun is they have weaker captains than other factions. They don't have 3 protection points, so they're a little bit easier to deal with. But it's due very soon. It's due before our weapons are done. So the question is kind of like, how much of this do we want to do? Like, do we want to, like, go and, like, do we want to, there we go. Like, do we want to craft, like, some of these revolvers or something, or SMGs, instead of being, like, really sword focused, right? That might be a real possibility. That might be worthwhile, right? So I don't know. I'll think about it. I think I'm going to stop recording for now, because that's basically the thought process. Next episode, we're gonna maybe run this, maybe run Carnivore. I'm not sure. I'm tempted to clean up some of these missions and just get Carnivore underway once we get a little bit more XP. One thing worth noting is, you know, if you grab this mission now, it'll spawn. Actually, no matter when we grab this mission, it's going to spawn as though it's power level 4 because we're nowhere close to power level 5. But if I wait a couple of days, they might add a new map and I might get lucky and get the new map. So it's like, you know, at some point in the real world, once I accept this mission, we're going to hit, you know, power level 10 enemies. If we move the timeline forward, the mission fails. And so I want to grab this when the enemies are PL9 and we're getting PL4 rewards. That just seems like correct. Same for, you know, everything else we're doing here. So I don't know. Just depends. Anyway, I'll think that all through, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.